To trade any financial market without confusing indicators, you need this simple price action strategy. This price action strategy will completely change how you see this chart. You'll know when to buy, when to sell, and be able to analyze just using few throwing tools. You will get powerful entries and real results. What is pure price action or price action? The price action strategy is purely a method to read price. When we read price, we are reading only 4 things. And these 4 things are important, but we'll start with what you need to do when it comes to reading price so that you can know what you have to do. You don't have to pay me for this information, and it is time that everybody gets to know what they need to do when it comes to trading price action and the strategies that we're using. So we're no longer going to hide the information anymore. Everybody has to know what they need to do when it comes to trading. You can trade on your own. You can do this analysis on your own. For me, I want to share this information with you. What you can do for me, just subscribe on our channel, because I love you all. I want you to actually get this information right. Now, when it comes to trading the strategy, price action strategy, I want you to note something. We have 4 key things in a candlestick. This is for sell candlestick, a sell candlestick, and we have a buy candlestick. A buy candlestick. This is our buy candlestick. These are the 4 key things that are important that for you to actually take note of. Now, when it comes to trading using price action, we are only trading the movement of price. And when we talk about price, we are talking about this price here. You can see this high price, close price. Now, where do you see this high price and close price? If you have not actually watched our tutorial on our channel, I've explained that each and every candlestick that you see records price. This is the price on the right that you see. Records price on the right. If we take, for example, on our mobile phone, let's close this trade. It's important to also close this trade because we are busy learning. Try to understand what you need to do. Now, let's tap on any asset or financial asset that we would like to trade. Just tap on this one, gold versus the euro. We go to chart. Now, we have the price on the right. Each and every candlestick records this price on the right, and it records it according to these 4 key things. It's important to know these 4 key things. Now, to make sure that you are following, use your mobile phone, go to section charts. All right, you choose the asset, and if you're using Android, you just tap, you'll see the time frame. If you're using an iPhone, you will just tap here and you'll be able to see the time frame. Now, when I explain the time frame, H1 to MN is time frame for you to find direction. But how you find direction, you start from MN, weekly, daily, H12, H8, you go down. All right. Now, this time frame here, 1M to 30 minutes, is time frame for you to find entries. But for you, when it comes to finding entry, you start from M1 to M30. So you look at M1, M2. So the entry will be given to you. You can use candlestick patterns. You can use also the price action, understanding how the candlestick formed, moved, connected, and reacted, so that you confirm it's actually the real candlestick that you're looking for to buy. Trust you understand. Now, when it comes to confirming entry, you use 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. But for you to keep it simple, you can use 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes. Just these 3 time frames. But if you like to be advanced, you can use all these time frames also to confirm entry. Now, as I said, I don't want us to take time, and I want to make sure that I share the information with you. What we're really expecting when it comes to trading on the market, we have to identify market structure. Market structure. Market structure is formed by what? By 4 key things on the candlestick. We have a high price, a lower price, open price, close price. Now, when we talk about market structure, we're talking about these 3 key things. if you are looking at market structure, what is market structure? We have another tutorial in the channel where I explain what is market structure. Market structure, we're looking if the chart is trending up or the chart is trending down. We're looking at these 4 key things. If it's a chart is actually what? Trending down, just like this, or this 3 key things, or is ranging like this. Now, what are you looking to trade on market structure? You're looking to trade zones. What zones are we talking about? Let's look at this zone here. This, you can form your chart pattern of an M, but if you don't understand a chart pattern of an M, you won't actually know what we're talking about. So anyway, we mark the high price here, just like that, and we mark this zone here. So we are expecting to take a sell here. We want to take a sell here, because this forms our zone, and this zone, this candlestick has a high price here, so this is our high price zone, and this candlestick here has the close price here. Simple. So I trust you understand. Now, this is what we do. We're trading the zones, right? Just like here, when we're trading the zones here. We're expecting to sell here, and if the chart goes all the way up, we're expecting to buy. If it breaks above, it comes back, it pulls back, we're expecting to take a buy. Right. So just to keep it simple for everybody to understand price action is that you can trade these zones like this, in this way. Simple. So we can do the real example on our chart and look at what it's happening here. Remember, time frame is important, so we use the hard time frame. We can use the 4 hours, we can use the daily time frame. Now tell me what's happening here. Can you see where we are in our zone here? This is our zone. We're expecting to take a buy interest, but it doesn't mean that you go ahead and click buy here. You don't just buy, you have to get an entry confirmation. If we go to 4 hours, we zoom in. Let's actually go to 1 hour. I want to actually make sure that you understand the high price and lower price. You can see here, this is where we make a sell, right? Now, where is another example? Where is another example that we can use? Let's go to H4. All right, we were expecting to take an entry here. Remember, not every zone will work. Not every zone will work. So it is important to check each and every asset and count yourself, because you do not just choose to trade an asset based on that you see someone trading it, you see me trading it. You choose an asset based on that you count how many entries you have for this week or last week. Let's actually zoom out. I want to show you how I see the last week, and you can see these period separators here. Important to have them, because it allows you to see the entries that you had for last week using 4 hours. Even if you use 4 hours, then it's much better for you, because you know that, right, with the 4 hours time frame, you're able to count from high price to lower price how many trades you had. So if right now we look at this one, we can do it together. We've marked the higher price there, we've marked the higher price there. We can do it like this, or add the real lines just like this. Add a rectangle box. I like to add the rectangle box, duplicate it, and place it below here. That's it. And then I can zoom out, zoom in. All right, zoom out like this. You can see we had one sell, we had a buy here, we had a buy here. So we had 1, 2, 3. We had 3 trades last week. 3 trades. You don't need to have 100 trades to be profitable or make money. You do not need many trades. You just need few trades. So for this week, if you check here, we do not have any trade, except that now we're at the lowest price. This will be your first trade for this week using 4 hours time frame. Another one that we cannot consider this one above. You can also use what? H1. But when you use H1, you use it within the day. The period separators, they play a big role. They play a big role. So these zones forms your resistance forms your resistance. For some beginners that maybe you are trying to connect the dots and they are connecting. This is your resistance, this is your support area. Now this support and resistance can be broken, just like if you look at 4 hours here. You can see we had a break. So now once you have a break there, what we are waiting for, we're waiting for the market to actually do its thing, pull back. If it does not do that, we cannot, remember, we do not control the market, we do not control this chart where it's supposed to go. If it breaks out and actually retest, then that's a good thing. If it doesn't do so, then we do not do anything, we just wait. So you understand? So you don't just jump around, you just identify whether the market, you draw your zones. Those zones are important, right? You do not enter just like I did here without confirmation. You do not trade every candlestick pattern. Ignoring market context is the biggest risk. As I've shared with you, that it's important to also use a higher time frame when it comes to getting the entries of buys and sells. So if you're looking to actually advance the skill, this is how you can do it. This time frame, this forms your context where you have your zones, and these zones, they work in line with what? The trend. And I want to explain how they work in line with the trend so that you get to understand better. Let's make a skeleton example here. The market, let's say it moved from this point to this point. Let's call this point number 1, and this point is also number 1. When we move above here to the number 1, we get back here. Let's say we turn here, right? This is still our number 1, this is still number 1, and we go above. We are waiting to take a sell here, and this, once we turn, we move up like this. This forms our number 2. Now we are waiting to take a sell here. This is what the skeleton, how we look at the skeleton. We are waiting to take a sell here. But if we break above and continue the direction, now once we turn here, this forms our number 2. Once we break here, we now know the graph or chart is trending up. Once we break this zone, our resistance zone, we now know the market is trending up. You can see the market is trending up. So what we do in this case, we wait for the graph or chart to come all the way down here on this zone. Then once it gets in this zone, we buy, because what we have to find in 15 minutes, 5 minutes, or 1 minute to find confirmation entry. Then we buy and we get out at the next level area. Simple. It's simple and easy. We buy, we get out here. Now this forms your what? Forms your structure to actually make a buy here. But what if it does like this? It moves in this way. Like in this case, it moves like this. It starts from 1, 2, and say 1, 2, like this, and then goes back down. Then goes back down like this, and then moves in this way. Then here we are expecting to take what? To take a sell here, continue its direction, and turn like this. We are expecting to take what? A buy here. What happens in this scenario? If in this scenario it happens like this, then you are still expecting, because this is your 1, 1, and this is number 2. We are still expecting to take an entry, even if it can close below this one. We're still expecting to take what? Entries. But if it continues to move that direction, let's say it continues to break our number 2, our number 1 now forms our what? Forms our zone. To buy here forms our zone. Let's look for another example that we can use to understand what we are really learning about here, because it's important to also get examples. Let's actually use the real example on our chart and go to 15 minutes, and I'll share with you so that you understand better. Let's go to 15 minutes. All right, let's look here. What's happening here? You have your lower price, your higher price. We had a break, we had a retest. You can see this chart retested and we had our sell over here. We came all the way down. We had our we wanted to buy here, but it broke this level, retested it above here, and then it continues that direction, and it broke this level again. This is a retest, and it is approaching this level here, so it's still on a selling side. So we can go ahead and close this trade and take a sell, right? Take a sell. So this is how you can actually trade the market, but you must trade it in higher time frame, because the higher time frame is telling us that we are buying, but the smaller time frame is telling us that we are selling. So you do not listen to the smaller time frame, you look at the higher time frame. The 4-hour time frame is powerful because it shows where we are going. If you use the daily time frame, then you can see that we have the structure still for buying. If you use weekly time frame, you can check yourself for yourself, like if you place these zones. See, here we're expecting to buy, above there we were selling. So in a weekly time frame, you get fewer trades, but on a daily time frame, you'll get more trades. 4 hours time frame, you'll get even more trades. 1 hour time frame, you'll get more than trades. 15 minutes, you'll get many trades. But as long as you understand the direction where we are going, then you can now use the 15 minutes to trade the financial market. So whatever that we do here, we have to get in with a buy. But when we get in the buy, we must understand what? We must understand that we are trading on a high time frame. It's important. So this is all that you have to know when it comes to trading the simple price action. I trust you understand. If you have any questions, let me know on the comment section below. This is what you need to do. You see, we have a break, retest. This is where you get an entry. This is where you get an entry on retest, because the market is trending down. You trade your double tops, you trade your double bottom, which forms your support area, resistant zone area. You buy. You see, we had a break. This is showing you that the market is trending. Once we have a break and retest, the market is trending. That's how you determine the market is trending. A trading market keeps breaking high prices. The a trading up market keeps breaking high prices. Simple. So this forms your double top, right? Using price action. So I trust you understand. This is your structure. Now, confirming an entry, you need to have a candlestick pattern. There are many candlestick patterns that you can use, but I provide tutorials on our YouTube channel, so make sure that you subscribe there, Bozza Trader, and join our WhatsApp group. And I provide tutorials here for you to learn more what you need to do when it comes to making analysis and when to buy, when to sell. I provide more tutorials. You don't have to pay, but if you like to advance your skill, you can. But for now, I want everybody to understand what they need to do when it comes to making money in Forex. Stay blessed. I love you all.